Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, GG Sports here, bringing you guys my reaction to the Browns' victory over the Indianapolis Colts in Week 5. And the Browns now improved to 4-1. Yes, 4-1. It's such an amazing feeling. Us Browns fans have suffered for so many years, and now that we're 4-1, it seems like we're finally on the right track here. So, let's just jump right into this video and talk about what happened during this game, because this game was a really good game, super interesting, very scary game, but overall just a really fun game to watch. So it started with the Browns having the ball in offense. Indianapolis won the toss, but we got the ball first. They decided to defer. And the Browns offense was looking really good that first drive. We were driving down the field, a lot of pass plays. Jarvis Landry caught a few passes on that first drive. And unfortunately, we got stopped in the red zone, and we had to settle for a field goal that Cody Parkey made. But you know what? We put up points. It was 3-0. I was like, okay, we're good. It's still points, against the best defense. We scored 3 points, right? I was cool with that. And then Indianapolis gets the ball, and then that's when I'm like, uh-oh. They drive down the field with a good drive. Um, it was a 4th and 2, I believe, though, or maybe 4th and 1 near the red zone, where the Browns had a chance to stop the Colts, but the Browns defense just looked completely unorganized that play, and Jonathan Taylor ran it on the left side for the touchdown. And it was a 7-3 ball game. I wasn't too worried, though. It was still pretty close. And the Browns would respond on offense with a Kareem Hunt touchdown from Baker Mayfield on a 3rd and goal, where Baker was scrambling all around the pocket. He escaped pressure. He ran to his right a little bit, and he found Kareem Hunt deep in the end zone for a touchdown pass. And the Browns were up 10-7. And the Colts again would respond with another drive, but this time the Browns defense came in clutch and held them to a field goal. So it was a 10-10 ball game. And then all of a sudden, Hollywood Higgins scores a touchdown, his first touchdown of the season. The red carpet is back. And Higgins catches a 15-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield, and he was pretty wide open. And it was great to see Higgins back producing. He's been almost pretty much non-existent this whole season, so it's awesome to see him there in the action. And the Browns were up 17-10, and their offense was really rolling pretty well. Like, Browns' run game wasn't as great yesterday, but the pass game was looking really good in that first half. The receivers were making big plays. Baker was hitting his targets well. He was accurate. It was going really well, and we were up 17-10. And then we would even get the ball back. We'd get a defensive stop, and then score a field goal almost as time expired. Cody Parkey, once again, has not missed a field goal or extra point this yet. So thank you, Cody. And the Browns were up 20-10 at halftime. And I was pretty impressed. 10-point lead at halftime. I was definitely satisfied with that against a good Indianapolis Colts team. But the Indianapolis Colts would get the ball start the second half. But then all of a sudden, Ronnie Harrison Jr., the new safety that we just signed like a month ago, gets a pick six from Phillip Rivers and takes it to the house for a touchdown. And I missed that play. I was eating, and I just missed that play, but I watched the replay, and he just read it perfectly, and he took it for the touchdown. It was a 47-yard interception return. And all of a sudden, the Browns were up 27-10. And it was looking like, not like a blowout, but like a pretty dominant lead. But the Colts were not done. Nope. Colts were not done at all. The Colts would respond. I also missed this play. With a 101-yard kickoff return. I don't know how the Browns let that happen. I saw the replay, and it was just poor tackling. I don't know. It was just bad. But Isaiah Rodgers would score for the Colts with a 101-yard kickoff return, which you hardly see anymore now these days. You hardly see kickoff returns for touchdowns. All of a sudden, the Browns were now only up by 10. It was 27-17, just like that. And then the Colts would again score. They'd get a stop on defense, and they would score again with a field goal. It was 27-20 heading into the fourth quarter. And I was getting a little worried. because also we were up 17, and now the Colts kind of had that momentum heading into last quarter. But once again, big time players make big time plays, and that player was Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year so far, by far. And he would get. This was actually a very confusing play. It was the Indianapolis Colts were like on their like own 2-yard line. They were backed up. For some reason, they decided to pass. So Philip Rivers drops back in the end zone, and Garrett gets pressure on him, and Rivers ends up throwing. I think they called it for like intentional grounding. He threw the ball to like the left side of the field, but like nobody was even over there, like no receivers at all. And they called it like an intentional grounding, but since it was like in the end zone, that they end up calling it safety. I think Garrett kind of got the credit for it too. And Rivers was pissed. I mean, they were showing him just like screaming at the refs. He was pissed. I don't know if I agree with the call. Like, I've never seen anything like that really happen. I didn't really know. I was like, cool, I'll take the 2 points. So all of a sudden the Browns got 2 points from their defense and were up 29-20. Plus they got the ball back. So I was like, awesome, let's go. What a great start to the quarter. But then all of a sudden the Browns offense started stalling big time. They would throw 2 picks, I believe. Yeah, Baker Mayfield threw 2 picks, both in the fourth quarter. And the offense was driving, but all of a sudden Baker, I believe he got hit as he threw once. No, that was his second interception. The first interception, he just bad throw. He didn't see a guy in the middle, and they intercepted Baker. And all of a sudden the Colts had the ball. But then the Browns would get some defensive stops. And then all of a sudden the Browns got the ball again. But then this time, Baker Mayfield would throw another interception. He got hit as he threw, and it looked like he got hit in the ribs pretty hard. But luckily I saw he got a X-ray test on his ribs at the end of the game, and it was negative. So that's good. But the Colts would then have the ball again, and they would score a field goal, and all of a sudden it was 23-29. And it was getting a little scary. There was about 3 minutes left in the game. It was 23-29. But then the player that pretty much sealed the game was our third string running back, Dearness Johnson. It was a 3rd and 9, I believe. There was about like 2 minutes, maybe like a minute and a half left in the game, I think about 2 minutes. And it was a 3rd and 9. Stefanski calls a run play, which was really risky. It was like a run to the left, and Johnson somehow like got around, and he ran for I think it was like 20-yard pickup or something. And that basically sealed the game. We got good field position from that run. Parkey would kick a 46-yard field goal to really seal the deal here. It did hit the post on the field goal. I don't know what you call it, but it hit like the left post, and then it dropped into the field goal thing. And I don't know how to describe it. I'm not good with all the kicking stuff. I don't know what they call and all that. But it was 32-23. It was a 9-point game. Even if the Colts score a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, it's not going to happen. There's about 20 seconds left, and the Browns obviously won. Colts couldn't do anything. 20 seconds left. The Browns get the victory, 32-23, and improve to 4-1, while the Colts fall to 3-2. So let's talk about some things that I liked from this game and things that we need to clean up. So the Browns make big plays when they need to. In the latest years, in the past few years, they would find ways to lose this game. They would be in a game, but they'd always lose. This time, they're making the plays and they're doing whatever it takes to win the game. And I think that falls on the coaching staff. And I think that also is obviously the players just executing this year. They're executing way better. And they made those big-time plays. Ronnie Harrison with the interception. I think Redwine, I can't say his name. Redwine, I don't know what his first name even is. The safety that we put in got an interception. So guys make big plays on the offense and defensive side of the ball. Our receivers had a pretty good day too. OBJ like 5 catches for like 80-something yards. Landry had 4 catches for 80-something yards. Hooper had 5 catches for like 80-something yards. So we were doing really well. Players were stepping up. We knew that this was going to be a really tough game, but we pulled through and got the dub. So yeah, things I disliked were obviously that last quarter where Baker threw those 2 picks. He's got to improve on that. He knows that, so I'm not gonna you know, get on him too much about it because he already knows. So yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the next game now. I know this game just ended, but I'm really looking forward to the game in Pittsburgh next week. I think that's gonna be even a bigger test for us as the Steelers are undefeated. But yeah, I'll talk more about that game as we get closer to that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Go Browns, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.